So good morning again. No big introductions are required. All of us know each other. But still, as a formality, let me introduce Donald here. All of you know. We've got Hubert here, who's joined us recently. We've got Raju, who has joined us recently, Rajan, and Ravi, of course, right? And my brother Anil. So, welcome to this workshop. This is the first time Strokes and Bends is organizing the workshop. Bicycle anatomy. I will not go deep into this because some people just don't want this. Okay, that you take care of. Amka nawa khabar na, but still I'm just introducing. Of course, this is a handlebar. This is called stem. This is top tube, down tube, sit tube, chain stay, sit stay are the names of the various tubes of the bicycle. This is a crankset. The full thing is called crankset. Front gears technically are referred to as chain wheel. This is chain wheel and those are cogs. This is called cassette. This is called crankset. Of course, that is pedal. And this is a crank arm. Right? Now, most important thing here is about the quick release. That is what I want to show here. Is to remove the wheel, you don't have to remove the quick release completely. It is only to be loosened. So this is what is called quick release. There are two springs here. Can anyone guess what will be the function of this spring? I'll tell you one thing. It has got no mechanical function to lock the wheel. Acha kains kam na. So even if you lose this, no, kains problem na. In case you lost this, no need to panic, no need to worry. Your quick release is still going to function as it functions. So what could be the reason they have given this? You know, when these springs are there, and tu jana loose korpak start karta nahi, quick release always remains in the center. Yes. It doesn't go on one side. And since it is in center, the wheel can release easily. Okay. If you look at the springs here, I hope all of you can see it's conical in shape. The narrow part is inside. The broader part is outside. Now what happens when it is ulta? It is narrow jasani that gets stuck in this dropout. Sarke, jam data. And we cannot, you have to really bang the wheel to get it out and spring is gone. Next comes about tubes and tires. So there are two types of valves here, rather three actually, but on modern bikes there are two types. This is called Presta, it's called Schrader. This is also called auto valve. This is the same valve that is on our motorbikes and cars, all automobiles. Right? This usually comes on mountain bikes, but nowadays even mountain bikes are giving Presta. Now, understanding Presta is more important. This is very simple. You just attach the pump head to this and start pumping. Right? Now, what happens to Presta is a slightly different construction here. Right? This type of valve is self-locking. If I open this, the valve drops in. So the path is open now for the air. From inside only it locks the valve. You will see that as the pressure increases, this part comes out and remains there. Okay. So this is a valve that gets locked by inner pressure, not by any spring or anything. While there it is a spring, Bylanic spring asta, that locks the valve. This is locked by its own pressure from inside. Okay. Now, even if you leave this open, absolutely no problem. After pumping up 110 or whatever that pressure you put, was a nut to me close korung na ware bar sarpana unless somebody presses it or you press it accidentally while cleaning. There's apag nakamunum not dilaw. So you just lock it. Now again, a lot of people do a big mistake here. Twist it so much that definitely while removing it's going to break. You just have to latch it, not even lock. Itlock yalani. That's enough. The valve should not move. It should not get depressed. That's it. Now, also while pumping, full loose korpachi garaj na. If you do that, there are high chances you're going to bend it while lock kardani head of the pump or bend the shakta if you loosen it too much. All the tires carry the pressure range. On the wall it is written. Very clearly it is written minimum to maximum. Now what to maintain? How much pressure to maintain? If you are doing road ride where roads are very nice, go towards the maximum. If it is 110, you can go right up to 100 or 110 also, full. But once the pressure goes very high, your ride becomes harsh because the tire has become very hard, and when tire is soft, the tire itself acts as a shock absorber. So if you want a flush ride, keep it towards the mid range or lower range of the range that is printed. And if you want a fast rolling, you don't mind little bit of this and you really want to roll fast, go to the higher end. When you're doing off-roading, actual off-roading, proper on the gravel, it is recommended that you're on the lower end to get a better grip. Okay. Slow speed will drop down, no doubt, but you'll get much better grip. Okay. So this is about tube, tire, valve. Then tire, a lot of questions come to us. how long the tire lasts. See, theoretically, any tire should last you between 4,000 to 5,000 kilometers. This is a theoretical where, these are lab tests. Now, actual road conditions vary a lot. Where I ride, where you ride, depends upon your riding style also. There are people who are fast accelerators and fast stoppers. Bus like a zoom, right? You're naturally going to wear it off. And Ravle ka brake marun rokde rav pahiye. Such tire is going to wear off fast. So be gentle on the bike when you're taking off, taking down. Depends a lot on conditions of the road. Okay. Third thing depends upon the climatic conditions. Ours is a lot of moisture in our this and heat that does affect the rubber. There's one very important thing about rubber. All of you must be knowing this. If you don't use your bike for a long time, brittle. Yeah, it becomes brittle. This tire is supposed to be working. As the tire rolls, it gets compressed here, and when it rolls up, it gets open. So there's a compression and opening up continuously. So that working is required for the rubber to remain supple. And there will be cracks developed on the side. That is called aging due to non-use. There are two types of cracks. One are very fine, side very fine cracks. They are also along this, cracks. That is due to low pressure riding. If you not maintain the recommended pressure and you start riding, and especially if you're on a heavier side, your tire gets compressed beyond its limit and it may start cracking here. Brake pad wear. The rubber pads have got a cut in it. You can see there are cuts there. Yeah. When those start disappearing, when they're hardly 1 mm, this is the time to replace your brake pad. Now, why to replace the brake pad? If you don't, see the braking part, the softer rubber is only in the front. Hacha fatlancho rubber asta, to खूप घट असतात. So if you don't replace in time, it's going to eat in your rim. It's really going to damage the rim. Next comes mechanical disc brakes. So this is a mechanical disc brake or disc brake that is operated by cable. There are pads inside this. There are 2 pads inside this. Now this is slightly advanced thing, to remove the pads and inspect. You really have to know how to do it. Although if you don't know, don't mess it. Just leave it. You can make out when your travel increases too much. After 1,000 km, 2,000, it will come start here and then finally it will start touching here. Time to replace the brake pads. On mechanical disc brake, there is no problem even if you continue riding. At the most you are going to lose is the rotor. The rotor will start thin. But there is a danger. Also pad asta. The brake pad of disc brake is a metal on which there is a braking asbestos or resin material is attached to it. It's gone. And then person खूप आवाज येता खस metal over metal. The brake pad has fallen off and now metal is rubbing onto this, which is very dangerous. It can cut into the rotor. This is called rotor or a disc. It can cut into this. Now, replacement of such type of brake pad becomes very important on hydraulic disc brakes. So such hydraulic disc brake is there. Hydraulic disc brake bike works on fluid pressure like our cars and motorbikes, similar. So as a sort of if this goes too much, if there is a wear too much on such brake, cable right? Yeah. Now what happens in this case is, as the brake pads wear off, the pistons which are there inside, which work on hydraulic pressure, start coming out to adjust for the play. A point will come if you don't replace. इतले बाहेर येतात की oil बाहेर सोडतात त्याच्यात from the back side of the piston. So it's very important for hydraulic disc brake bikes to get it checked from time to time. Again, how to know this is, if you look at the bike here, I'll show you later also. Individually you can come and have a look. Actually I can see the disc. Pads this stuff. One disc button and this button. If you see those pads very close to the disc, the pads are good. If there is too much of space between the disc and the pads on both sides, the time to replace.
Please give like to this video and share it to others. Subscribe my channel if you haven't yet. And friends, I'll be with you with another informative video. Till then, bye.